Well, here's my knight in shining armor, everybody. Steven stopped what he was doing and he came to rescue me. This is truly my knight in shining armor. Steven, I'm sorry. I didn't plan for this whatsoever. So I am in Hopkinsville. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and a friend and I went and got our driver's license renewed at the DMV.
Well, that's not good. It has no oil in it.
I do have some in the back.
That doesn't matter. If you ran it with no oil and it's not starting, it might be blowing up. Not a drop.
Is it completely dry?
It was sounding like it was missing, Stephen, before she turned it off. And
No oil.
when she turned it off and went to turn it back on, it was nothing.
Yeah.
So a friend and I, we went to the
Going to the wrecking yard.
Do what?
Probably going to the wrecking yard.
What? So we got our driver's license renewed, and I went to the doctor for a routine checkup, and then Steven was working on the big truck. He was working on the Freightliner, and I had to three people had jumper cables.
Okay.
And tested the battery. Steven truly is my knight in shining armor. Here. It's approximately 1:30 in the afternoon on August the 15th, Tuesday, August the 15th, 2023. There's my husband's vehicle, and there's mine. I'm just glad that I didn't get stuck in traffic. I wouldn't know what to do. If I got stuck in traffic, I wouldn't know what to do. So I do have a quart of oil in my trunk, but I can't open the trunk because there's no power.
That would cause it to not have power.
What, the oil?
The oil.
It's a relatively new battery. Just bought that battery in October.
Nothing wrong with the battery.
Nothing wrong with the battery, right?
Nothing wrong with the battery.
This is a 2008 Chevy Malibu, and the battery's less than about 10 months old. That's about a 10-month-old battery. Oh, is it gonna crank over?
fuse.
Master fuse. What does that mean?
That means it blew the master fuse.
Well, how did you fix it?
I didn't fix it.
But you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, then how did you get it to start?
Because I bypassed it to see if that was what was wrong with it, and it started, so obviously that's what's wrong with it.
So it needs a new master fuse? Let me get my hood.
Put your oil in.
Okay. Okay, everybody. So I do have a quart that I kept.
Yeah, well, you know where it goes? It goes in the oil. It doesn't go in the trunk.
So I
Doesn't do you any good to carry it around in the trunk if you don't check it. It doesn't have no oil in it. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, that is a normal thing with Ruthie B. Every time I look under her hood and check the oil, it's always no oil. It's because Ruthie doesn't check the oil. She just runs it until it won't run no more. That's why I buy her hoopties. Because you can't buy her a good car because you just destroy it. So if you buy her hoopties, at least it doesn't hurt too bad.
Well, so we have some more of this at the house, don't we? Don't you have some more in the garage? Well, I am thankful that I had a quart in the trunk, but like Steven says, it doesn't go in the trunk. Like Steven says, it doesn't belong in the trunk. It belongs where you put the oil. Well, praise the Lord that I had this, and praise the Lord that Steven is correct. I am not the best at taking care of cars, and I will never own a nice car because I can't take care of it. So Steven is correct in saying that. Very much so. I'm not a very responsible car owner. Here I'm married to a man who could put together and tear down and put together a Caterpillar motor, and I can't take care of a basic car. That's pretty sad. So now you know one of my many struggles is that I am not a very good car maintenance person, and it cost Steven.
Well, I don't have the tools to fix this, so just gonna have to Jimmy rig it, Ruthie rig it, or whatever you want to call it.
Well, I thought he just fixed it. I don't know what he means by that. I am thankful. I am thankful for Steven coming out here and taking care of me. What kind of tool are you needing? What do you mean?
I don't have any tools with me.
But
They're
what?
all strewn out because I'm working on a project right now.
I know the
And
big.
I got silicone setting up, and I'm supposed to be putting bolts in it. Meanwhile, that's drying, and if I don't get back to it, I'm gonna have a nightmare to deal with over there. So, the best thing for me to do is get this thing out of my hair. So that's what I'm gonna do.
So yeah, I mean Steven's working on getting the motor to the Freightliner put back together, and we're about 15 miles. We live about 15 miles from here, maybe 18 miles. Well, you never know with Steven and Ruthie. You never know what our daily adventures are going to be. Yesterday, Steven spilled coffee on himself in town, and today I'm having car problems. But that's our life, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we film all these things. That's our life.
Positive.
We're normal, everyday people just like you all are, and we face everyday struggles just like you all do. We're down to earth, folks. We're heavenly minded.
Blowing smoke over there, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm blowing smoke.
Yep, blowing smoke. Nothing normal about Ruthie.
There's nothing normal about me.
No, nothing normal about you. Now, this should be able to get you with your everything done, but don't be screwing around like you're on a Holiday Inn.
No, I gotta get Tammy back to Katie's, and then I gotta get back.
All right, well, let's see if you got power. Battery don't kick over. Don't have enough power.
I don't understand that. You had it working. I don't understand that. Well, I failed to understand. You had it going.
That's right. You're failing to understand.
Well, I am, because you had it going.
Okay, Ruthie. Trying to get it set up without you irritating me. I'm trying to jump this car so it can run retarded wise to get you home. That's all it's doing. It's not a fix. Okay? It's just to get you out of here.
Whoa, that was a big spark.
Where did the spark come from?
From right there.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay.
There was a big spark right there.
Goody goody. Got a big old spark right there.
Kind of scary.
That's kind of scary, it is. Kind of scary.
Whoa!
Where did the spark
A same place. Right there. It was sparking right there. Big sparks.
Big sparks right there. That's where. Right there's the where.
Okay. Praise the Lord. All right. Well, praise the Lord.
Okay. See if I can get this hood to close with those cables on there. That's going to be the trick. See if you can get it to the house.
Okay. Well, I gotta take Tammy home
See if you can get it to the house.
first. Okay. And
Get it to the house.
okay.
Take it to
Can I
the
follow
house.
you then? Everybody, we made it back home. Thank you, Stephen. As you can see, we're not at the service. We're not at the gas station anymore. You can see Stephen's truck in the background. and my knight in shining armor rescued me. Thank you. See, Tammy, look. Have you have you ever seen a truck without a hood on it?
Yes, I have actually.
Oh, okay.
You forget, my dad was a mechanic. I was married to a mechanic. His dad was a mechanic. This is nothing new.
Okay.
I'm not a mechanic. I'm a truck driver.
Well, you are a mechanic. You are. So I have my friend with me, and we, like I said, we got our, her driver's license was going to expire tomorrow, and my driver's license was going to expire next week, so we had to take care of that. We had to go to the DMV. Everybody enjoys going to the DMV, right? And renewing your driver's license. That's always
Got a
fun.
crack in that cap. Need to take that off and fix it. See that oil coming out right there? See the oil?
I do see the oil.
That's where it's losing all the oil. All right.
So your dad and husband worked on big trucks like this?
My dad didn't work on big trucks like that, but I've seen it done.
Yeah, well.
Being around gas stations and shops.
Oh yeah, I got
My
that.
ex was a diesel mechanic for a short time, so.
Yeah, it's a. Oh, I did get your O-ring, Stephen. I did get that. They weren't very friendly at Caterpillar, by the way.
They never are.
No.
Let's see, I guess I can just leave that there. Might as well just leave that there and put. What did I do with the other one? There it is. Just put them together, I guess. For some reason, it blew that fuse out.
Well, thanks for spotting me, getting me home. Stephen followed me until the very end. I guess I was driving too slow, I guess.
No, I just wanted to get up here.
So.
Yeah, you poke around a lot.
Well, you'd rather me be slow than
Why do
speeding.
you wanna be this slow?
Anyway, up until the last couple of miles and getting home, Stephen followed me home and to make sure that I was going to be okay. So thank you, Stephen. Thank you for taking care of me. I appreciate it.
That's my job. That's what I do. Everything I do is because of you. Wow. Doesn't want to come off of there.
Well, I knew I was safe with Stephen. If he can figure out and put together a big Caterpillar motor, I knew he could help me with my car. So, again, all praises to my hubby. Thank you, Stephen, for getting me home safely. Thank you for taking care of me. Signing off. Love you, Stephen. And this is the missing piece, you all, that I had to pick up in town today. This was the piece that was not included in the gasket. Is that called an O-ring, Stephen?
Yep.
So this is the piece that was not in the gasket set. The $600 gasket set. Where do you want to put it at?